Hello everyone, welcome to another episode on Cryptoption. In today's educational section, we are going to be talking about Bollinger Band's trading strategy. But before we talk about that, or before we dive into our chat and I show you how the Bollinger Band's strategy works out, we'll quickly take a review on the Cryptoption website. On Cryptoption, we provide educational materials and charts on cryptocurrencies, forex, and binary options trading. Not just that, on the website, when you visit the blog, you'll be able to read different trading articles and strategies, either on forex, crypto, and options trading. When you scroll through the site, checking slowly through it, you'll be able to see some educational content even before you dive into the blog. Scrolling below, you'll be able to see some YouTube content that has already been posted on the website. You can easily click on it and watch directly from the website, or you go to the YouTube channel to check out for more videos. So pushing back to the Bollinger Band strategy, we'll be diving straight into our charts, and I show you how to use this simple strategy. So let's quickly proceed to our charts and we see how the Bollinger Bands work. The Bollinger Bands is just a very simple strategy that all you have to do is just apply it on your charts, and you do some little changes to your decimal and you get going with it. That is just what the Bollinger Bands entail. This is our TradingView chart, or any chart that they are using. All you have to do is just go to the indicators section. You click on the indicators section and you search for your Bollinger Bands. Let's quickly wait for our indicators to pop out. After the indicators pop out, all you have to do is just to search for Bollinger Bands. When you click on the RSI, you select the Relative Strength Index. Clicking on the Relative Strength Index, it automatically pops out on your screen. After it pops out, you don't really need to do anything or to set anything on this particular indicator because everything is set already. Now, looking at the Bollinger Band, the center line, which I am pointing out presently, the center line is known as the Watt, as the moving average, the Bollinger Band's moving average. Now the lower and the upper line is known as standard deviations, and that is everything that the Bollinger Bands entails. Now looking at the Bollinger Bands, when price actually touches the higher band of the Bollinger Band, it's in the case that we are already overbought and we should start selling from that particular point. Also, when price touches the lower band of the Bollinger Band's line, it means we can start buying from that particular point. But we can't just be trading this strategy blindly. And that is why we had to add more compliance to it, which is using the RSI as double confirmation. Now, on a normal form of the Bollinger Band, when the price tabs on the lower band, you are expected to open a position from this particular place and target the next available prices, or to target the next highs. When price actually tabs on the higher band, all you have to do is to sell from this point and target lower prices, or when price gets to the lower band, you exit. But we want to be more accurate with it and have more win rates with this particular strategy. So now, regarding the RSI, we know that the RSI consists of two lines on the RSI. We have the overbought line and we have the oversold line. Now the overbought line is when price crosses above this line, we have it. And the oversold line is when price crosses below the 30% or when price crosses the 30. When price crosses the 70, we have overbought. When price crosses below the 30, we have oversold. Looking at it, when you see price tapping on the lower line of the Bollinger Bands, you actually check through the Relative Strength Index to see if prices actually cross below the 30. If price has already moved below the 30, then you can see you can start buying from that particular point. But when you want to actually trade this strategy, we don't trade it in a ranging market. We trade them in a trending market rate. Because taking a look at this, if when price actually taps on this point and you buy from here, you'll notice that price did not really give a quick or a sufficient push-up to the upside for you to make enough profit. When price taps on this, you can see we have a ranging market. When you take a trade at this point where price is ranging, you will end up insuring a lot of losses instead of wins. Looking at it, you see that the Bollinger Bands is compressed at this point, but at this other point it has already enlarged. When you look at it, you see that the price has already tapped on the upper line of the Boilingar Band, and it indicates that it should sell. When you check the relative strength index, it's not really going above the 70, which really means the trend won't actually take time. If you're actually taking a sell at that particular point, it impels you to take a very short sell or a scalp trade at that particular point. Let's quickly take a look at some examples where we have good trending markets, and I show you how to enter the trade and how to exit. Looking at this point, let me point it out with my pen. Looking at this point I cycled, you see that price has tapped on the higher band of the Bollinger Band, the higher lines instead. Now, looking at the relative strength index, you would see that price has crossed above the 70, and this indicates that we are overbouts. You can easily open a sell position at this point, having your stop loss above the Bollinger Band's upper line. Then you target lower prices. When price immediately taps on the lower band of the Bollinger Band, all you have to do is to exit your trade and take your profit. Also, you can check it through with the relative strength index. When the price gets to the 30, you should close the trade immediately. Now, looking at it, you see that the middle line of the Boilingar Band, which is the moving average, most of the times it serves as support and resistance. When Fries actually hits the upper line of the Bollinger Bands and traces and taps on the moving average line and bounce to the upside, you should know that we will still continue the momentum of what price pushing to the upside, as that has served as a support. When Fries is below the moving average line, or when Fries has tapped on the lower line of the Bollinger Band and pushed to the upside to hit on the moving average line and drops back, you should know that we want to control continuing the trend in that particular movement at that particular point in time. Let's quickly look at other examples, and I'll show you how to read them also. Looking at this particular point, you see that price is actually overbought, and price has already tapped on the upper line of the Bollinger Band. But when price has tapped on the upper line of the Bollinger Band, you can see that price still consistently pushes to the upside, which means we still have a continuation in trend. But all you have to do is to wait patiently. If you had already opened a trade at this particular point, you know that you would be in loss for some particular moments before price actually dropped to the downside. So the question is, would you be able to hold at this point for price to stop loss should be on what or should be above the Bollinger Band line. When you have your stop loss above the Bollinger Band, for sure, you won't have your stop loss. But if you are the type that likes having small amount of stop loss, or your loss is very small, you should wait for double confirmation, or when you see that prices starts decreasing back to the downside, that is when you should enter the trade. The Bollinger Band is very simple to use and easy to calculate. All you have to do is just to mix it with the relative strength index and take note of double confirmation. Also, don't forget that the relative strength index and the Bollinger Band works very perfectly, and you can treat them on ranging markets. This is where we round up to this episode. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel for more of this on trading, and also you can check out the Twitter feed for more educational content. See you in the next session.